folks, Jonathan over here. Welcome to our long weekend online reflection. We do this on long weekends, knowing that people are in and out and moving around, and so kind of an easy way just to share something. We've been looking at the life of David the last few weeks, and last week we looked at a classic story, David and Goliath, and it was so good to see, remind ourselves about this old story. Sometimes we kind of just say, that's an old story, we know it, why go through it? But what a good story, and we took so much from it. And if you want to see the whole thing, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. But there's one part that I kind of wanted to bring back for today. And David, musters up the courage to face this giant, and Saul thinks he's crazy for doing it, saying you shouldn't. But he realizes David's not backing up, and so he says, I want to help you. And I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where one of your friends, you don't think they should do something, but they really feel like they need to do it. So you've switched your mind from convincing them not to saying, I'm going to help you. And so Saul does this, and he says, I'm going to give you my armor. And David puts it on and then quickly says, no, it's not for me. I'm not going to wear your armor. I got a slingshot here. I'm really good at this. I've been practicing this for years. I got a great shot. So I'm going to go in with my stuff, with my tools, with my skills. And so many times in our life, this just reminded me of this, that we compare ourselves to other people. We feel called to do a certain job, to do a certain task, to take on a certain mission. And then we start to think like, I wish I had what that person had. I wish I did what that person did. I wish I was as strong as this person, or I had this gift in my skill set. And we forget that God's the one that called us to do whatever it is that we're doing. He provided the job. He brought us into the scenario. He brought us to our family or our neighborhood. And so he's given us whatever we need, whatever it is that you have in your arsenal, in your toolbox, in your mind, in your heart, your personality, your character, your skills, your gifts, your compassions, all that stuff is for you to offer the world. Such a wonderful and beautiful thought, that I don't need to be like somebody else to accomplish the things that maybe God's nudging me to do. So the next time God's nudging you, prompting you, encouraging you to do something, before you start thinking about other people's stuff and what you think you need, look inside and say, okay, God, you called me. What is it that you called me to do? And what do I have to offer this scenario? There's this great little quote. It might be a Tim Keller quote. I'm not 100% sure. It says, there are some needs that only you can see. There are some hands that only you can hold. There are some people that only you can reach. Here it is, folks. The world needs you to be you, not somebody else. They need that other person to be themselves, but they need you to be you. The world needs me to be me. They need Jonathan to be Jonathan and you to be you. And God will use you and your gifts and your skills. So maybe on this weekend, maybe reflect on that. Take some time to kind of do some internal, analysis. And then take some time to say, God, thank you for what you gave me. Thank you for my skills. Thank you for my gifts. Thank you for my personality. Thank you for my, whatever it is that brought you to this point in your life. And then maybe you might want to say, and however you want to use me in my neighborhood, in my city, in my church community, in my family, in my school, go ahead and do it. Use me, because you called me. So my encouragement this weekend to you is to be the you that God made you to be. Don't be tempted to put on somebody else's clothing or somebody else's armor or use somebody else's tools. Use what you got. Thanks for listening today. Peace, love, recycle.